id Software has set the bar high with the recent releases of Doom games by showing the full potential of what the Doomslayer can do when it comes to ripping and tearing demons. The last two games were fast-paced shooters that kept in line with the originals in terms of gameplay and brought new concepts such as a deeper lore and story to the franchise. The Dark Ages is a prequel and will show the origins of the Doomslayer. This is a time in the story that I have been wanting to see for a long time, ever since the lore has become a bigger focus to the games. The game is planned to release this year, and I expect the upcoming Developers Direct reveal, along with reveals afterwards, will show quite a bit to the community to keep the hype strong and building until the release of the game. So, what can we expect to see from the upcoming reveal? Going back to what we've seen before with Doom Eternal, id Software showed off two different levels for their first big reveal of the game. It showed a lot of the mechanics of the gameplay, the UI, glory kills, environments, and many more features that kept us satisfied for months to come. The Dark Ages, on the other hand, has been a bit more spaced out, with a teaser last summer that actually showed a great deal of content, and then a bit of gameplay behind closed doors at QuakeCon several months later. Those who attended the reveal at QuakeCon took to social media to reveal what was shown, and it wasn't quite what everyone else would have expected. Yes, there were more showings of the Atlan combat, more explanations of how resource management works, and a few more enemies and weapons that were shown. However, it's good to know confirmations on how the mace, flail, and shield work with each other in terms of resources and staggering opponents. The levels are a bit more open world in the sense that you have more room to explore within each level, but not to the extent of an open world RPG. The Atlan and Mecha Dragons are able to be used throughout the campaign and not just a one-time and done part in a level like a lot of single-player games are these days. And finally, other weapons like a double plasma gun was shown, along with other guns we've seen in the teaser trailer. Within this upcoming gameplay reveal, I think we'll be shown quite a bit more of the story, more weapons and demons, and possibly more gameplay mechanics such as the Doomguy face on the UI and how the UI would even look like in normal gameplay. The story is a big part of who Doomguy is and how we can connect to him as a character. The Ancient Gods DLCs in Doom Eternal really showed how he was used and betrayed by those who gave him his powers, and finding out the truth behind who his creator really was. The Dark Ages will no doubt show us how Doomguy arrived at RipNtear and his journey through the Unholy Crusades. I'm curious to see how much of the prequel we will get to see, since there is a lot of time between his first arrival and prior to the events of Doom 2016. That could leave a lot of room for DLCs within the Unholy Crusades and the Slayer's time in Hell after the betrayal. I feel like this reveal will show us a bit more of those events, potential bosses, and characters such as the Betrayer, the Makers, Sammer, and hopefully the Wretch, who was mentioned in the Slayer Testament. We did get a small snippet of the reveal from NVIDIA's tech demo a little while ago that showed off some scenes, and I assume that those will be part of the demo, or at least a future trailer. Maybe we will also see more of a possible hub, much like the Fortress of Doom in Doom Eternal, or a way to travel between levels. The gameplay mechanics have been changed a bit from what we've come to know from Doom Eternal. Rather than speeding through the level in a sports car, we are moving along slowly like a tank. The focus will be more stand and fight than dash around dropping demons left and right. I think this is a good approach, because what else could be done if we had a sequel to Doom Eternal? The Dark Ages will force us to play the game more strategically to cut through demons. I know that content creators like Mayo will have a great time creating strategies and guides for all types of players, and I wouldn't doubt that he already had a lot of influence in working with id on the game. I'd expect the reveal to show more of the mechanics and what the Slayer is capable of at this time in his journey. I like to think of this game much like the Halo series. Playing as a Spartan 2 for most of the games you feel unstoppable, but as soon as you play Halo Reach or even Halo ODST, you are not as strong and capable as Master Chief. I feel like the Dark Ages will punish us more if we play too much like Eternal in 2016. Which feels like a breath of fresh air knowing how different this game seems to be. At the end of the gameplay reveal for Doom Eternal, we see what looked to be a potential boss fight with an archvile and showing off the Crucible. I wonder if this upcoming gameplay reveal will have something to that effect as well. It's already confirmed that we will be fighting Titans in the Atlan and other flying demons or enemies while flying the Mecha Dragon, but what kind of bosses or hints of a potential boss could we see in the reveal? It would be cool to see a fight between a Titan and a Slayer without the Atlan, much like fighting the Icon of Sin. Also, it'd be interesting to know who would be the bosses in this game based on what we've seen in the sequels and from what the codex entries have shown us. I am working on a video about potential bosses, and we'll work on that one a bit more after the reveal, but should be a good one to check out later. New weapons and enemies will no doubt be shown in the reveal. Even on the cover of the event, you can see a new enemy that looks like a cyber demon with wings. It'll be interesting to see how to fight demons in the air when this game will be more grounded than Eternal. In regards to weapons, in the QuakeCon reveal there was a double plasma gun shown, so I hope the general public will get to see that in action. It would be great to see the Crucible being used this time around, whether it would be the Sentinel Crucible before or during the Battle of Teras Nabat, where the Slayer drives it into the Titan's chest, or the Demonic Crucible. Power weapons such as the BFG 9000 and on Maker probably won't make their way into this game, but I'm sure we'll get something to that effect in the Dark Ages. More uses of the utilities, much like the grenade launcher or flame belch, could make an appearance if those tools are at our disposal this time around. We could also see weapons make their return like the combat shotgun or ballista, since that one was a sentinel weapon. Other than that, not too much longer until this upcoming reveal, and I feel like we will get a good amount of content to be shown that will answer a lot of questions that the community have been wondering for a long time now. Will we get a release date from this reveal, or at least have more of an idea of what's to come in the next several months? Maybe we'll see other game modes like a multiplayer or invasion mode that was scrapped at the last minute for Doom Eternal, but now can be a reality for the Dark Ages. I'm really excited for the game, and it's great to get back into making videos on the channel. Life has been a roller coaster lately, but this is a new year with a lot of goals that I want to hit, so I'm glad the Dark Ages will help me stay motivated for the time being. Let me know what you think could be revealed at the event coming up at the Xbox Developer Direct, and even after the event, let me know what you think could also be revealed within the game. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe if you like what you see here, and don't forget to rip and tear. Peace.